Alright, so magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mag-start na tayo sa lecture natin ngayon for Chapter 4 ng midterm natin. Overview of Income Tax Basic Income Taxation. Okay? So, today, in Chapter 4 natin, which is the overview of the income tax, this lesson is very important because before we learn how to compute tax, we must first understand what income tax really is. Who is required to pay it, and when income tax become taxable. Many students definitely struggle in taxation because they memorize formulas without understanding the concepts first. Okay? But taxation is logical. Katulad ng palagi ko sinasabi sa inyo. Once you understand the basics, computations become very, very easy. So think about this chapter as a foundation of income taxation. Everything we will compute later: compensation tax, business tax, deductions, and all form of basic ideas. Okay, let's start. So, definition of income tax. Income tax is simply a tax on income, meaning money or value you earn. Whenever a person earns from salary, business, profession, or investments, the government gets a share of that income. That share is called income tax. Okay? I hope you're taking down notes kasi wala sa PowerPoint yung mga sinasabi ko. Okay? It is called a direct tax because the person who earns the income is the same person who pays the tax. Diba? Kung sino yung nag-earn, siya rin nagpapay ng tax. Always remember that. For example, if you work and earn 20,000 salary, you are the taxpayer. The government taxes you, not your employer. Okay? Another example, if you operate yung sari-sari store, tapos kumita ka, ikaw rin ang nagbabayad ng income tax doon, hindi yung bumibili. Okay? So, the basic idea is simple. If you earn, kumita ka, you share with the government. Diba? So, kumita ka, mag-share ka sa government natin. So, yun ang basic definition natin ng income tax. Let's go to the Philippine Income Tax Law. Marami yan. Yan, nakalagay dyan sa harapan natin. In the Philippines, the main law on income tax is the Tax Code of the Philippines. You can think of the tax code as a rule book for taxation. Ito, sinasabi niya sa atin na sino yung magbabayad ng tax, anong income yung pwedeng i-tax, gaano karami yung tax rate na nag-a-apply, paano siya computin, when to file and pay, kailan at paano magbayad. This law has been updated many times because of the pagbabago sa ekonomiya natin. For example, yan yung train law, reduce the income tax for many employees. And the create law, reduce the corporate tax for businesses. So balance siya. So when we compute tax, we always follow the tax code rules of the Philippines. Okay, yung mga Republic Act na yan, medyo luma na yung iba dyan. So, kaya hindi ko na masyadong i-discuss. Focus tayo sa train and of course sa create. Okay, let's talk about the sources of tax law. Okay, tax rules do not come only from one law. Marami yan. They come from several sources. The Constitution sets, yung una, the Constitution sets the basic principles and limits of taxation. The Tax Code of the Philippines provides detailed tax rules. Tax treaties naman apply when income involves another country. Okay? Special laws give special tax treatment or incentives. And court decisions, syempre yung mga linalabas sa mga korte, explain how tax laws are being interpreted. Like for example, if the law is unclear, the courts decides its meaning. Kapag hindi masyado, kumbaga very broad yung pagkakasabi ng batas, yung korte natin nagsasabi kung paano siya dapat i-interpret. Okay? If income is from abroad, treaties may apply. Kung galing sa ibang bansa naman kita nyo, yung tax treaties yung mag-a-apply. So when we're studying taxation, we consider kung saan siya nanggaling. Its sources. Okay? I hope that's clear. Let's talk about income tax system naman. Okay? Income tax system, there are three ways the government na paano nila nakukuha tong tax income na to. First is the global system, o yung global. The global system, all incomes added together and taxed once. Okay? Lahat daw ng kinita mo, pag aadin-adin lahat yon at isang beses lang siya itatax. Second is the schedular system or yung scheduler. Each type of income has its own tax. Okay? Kung iba't ibang klaseng income, iba-iba rin yung tax niya. And third is the mixed system, a combination of both. Yung semi-schedular at of course semi-global. Yung Pilipinas, the Philippines uses the mixed system. Iba-iba yung mga taxes dito. This means income is combined while other income is being taxed separately. Okay? I hope that's clear. Tingnan natin yung semi-global system in the Philippines. Okay? The Philippines uses both systems at the same time. Okay? Ordinarily, incomes like salary, business income, or professional income is taxed globally. Meaning, combined yung lahat and sinasubject siya sa graduated taxes. But passive, yun nakikita nyo dyan, passive income interest like dividends, capital gains is taxed separately using final tax. So, always remember this rule. Ordinary income, kadalasan global yan. Pag passive income, schedular siya. So this is called a semi-global and mixed tax system. Okay? Let's talk about the features naman ng PH or ng Philippine income tax. Our income tax has 5 main characteristics. Yung 5 nakikita niyo dyan sa harapan. First is the direct. The direct, the earner pays the tax. Kung sino yung nag-earn, kumita, siya nagbabayad ng tax, yun yung direct. Second is the progressive. Progressive, the higher the income means the higher the tax rate. Di ba napag-aralan na natin yan. Next is of course the comprehensive. Many kinds of incomes are being covered. Yun yung comprehensive, iba-iba. Pang-apat naman is yung semi-schedular. Okay? Semi-schedular. Yung mixed system, yung kaninang pinag-uusapan natin. Pwedeng global, pwedeng schedular. And yung panglima naman is yung American origin. Gaya-gaya talagang Pilipinas, no? It follows the American tax concepts because our system is mainly influenced by the United States. The most important to remember sa progressive taxation naman is, of course, the rich pay more tax than the poor. Yun yung dun sa progressive natin. Okay, I hope that's clear. Punta naman tayo sa basis. Saan ba nanggagaling yung basis ng Philippine income tax? May tatlo dyan. Citizenship, residence, and source. So how do we deal about this? The government decides who to tax using the 3 bases. Ito nakikita nyo sa harapan. The citizenship or yung being Filipino, kaya ka natatax. Residence, nakatira ka ba sa Philippines? Kaya ka natatax. And of course, the source. Saan siya nanggaling? Sa negosyo ba? Galing ba siya sa sweldo mo? Etc. If one applies of this, if any one of these applies, the Philippines can tax the income. So taxation depends on your identity and where, saan galing ang iyong income. So lagi nyo tatandaan na yan yung tatlong basis ng income tax natin. Yan, citizenship, residence, and source. Okay? Let's simplify these 3 bases, yung bases na yan. Citizenship, Filipinos are taxed on income anywhere in the world, kahit nasaan ka, basta Pilipino ka. Example, a Filipino working abroad may still be taxed depending on its status. Residence, if you live in the Philippines, income earned here is being taxed. And of course, yung source, if income comes from the Philippines, it can be taxed even if the person is foreign or galing pa siya sa ibang bansa. Okay, so taxation depends on how or who are you, kung paano mo siya kinita at kung sino ka at kung saan ka nakatira. Okay? Clear? So ano-ano ba yung mga tax sa Pilipinas? Ano ba yung types ng taxes sa Pilipinas? Ayan. There are many types of income tax in the Philippines. For individuals, yung tinatawag natin na individual income tax or graduated income tax. For corporations naman, corporate income tax, yung mga korporasyon natin. Okay, for investments, ang tawag naman natin dyan, capital gains tax, pagkagaling sa investment. For passive income naman, final withholding tax. There are also special taxes like fringe benefit tax and branch profit remittance tax. Pero bihira naman siya. Taxes are being, taxes applied depending on the taxpayer and type of income. So not all taxpayers pay the same kind of income tax. Okay? Taxable income requisites. Ano ba ang kailangan? Ano bang requisito para maging taxable siya? For income to be taxed, three things must exist. Okay? First, there must be income or gain. Kailangan may gain, may kumita. Okay? Pag hindi ka kumita, hindi ka dapat matax. Second, it must be received or realized. Natanggap mo siya. Kumita ka at natanggap mo siya. And third, this must not be exempt by law. Okay? Siyempre, depende pa rin yan kung may exemption sa law. If anyone is missing, there is no income tax. Mawala man yung isa dyan, pag nawala yung isa dyan, walang income tax na mangyayari. For example, gift money may be exempt kasi binigay. Di ba? Increase in land value, not yet realized. So, hindi pa alam kung ano yung dapat na maging income dyan kasi hindi pa naman nakikita na talagang nag-increase yung value. So, remember, yung formula, income plus realized plus not exempt, taxable palagi iyon. Okay, lagi niyong tatandaan yan na taxable palagi iyon. Okay, meaning and realization of income. Income means money or value that increase your wealth. Okay? But not all increases are income. If land value increases but you do not sell it, you are not richer yet in cash. So walang tax. I hope that's clear. Okay? Income becomes taxable only when realized. Kapag nag-materialize na siya. Kasi doon ka palang nagkakaroon ng income, doon ka palang magiging taxable. Okay? Meaning there is already a transaction or earning event. May nangyari ng transaction or kumita ka na talaga. Doon lang magiging marirealize yun. For example, selling of property, nabenta mo siya, na-realize yung income mo. Diba? Kasi nabenta mo siya, kumita ka. Salary earned, kumita ka dahil nga sumweldo ka, nakuha mo yung pera. So na-realize mo yung income, pumunta sa'yo. So tax applies only when gain becomes actual. Tandaan, hindi ka po pwedeng i-tax kung hindi ka naman kumita. Hindi ka rin po pwedeng i-tax ng income tax kung wala ka namang na-gain. Kailangan na-realize siya. Hindi yung parang imagination lang na, ay kumita ako ng ganito, etc. Okay? I hope that's clear. So, next would be recognition rules. Okay? When do we recognize income? Kailan nyo ba malalaman na merong income? If you use cash basis, when money is actually received. Okay? If you kapag accrual basis naman, when income is earned even if not yet received. Example, service done December, binayaran ng January. Yan. Okay? Under accrual, income belongs to December. Okay? The rule is, income is recognized when earning is complete and amount is measurable. And remember, tax law rules are followed, not accounting rules. Magkaiba yun. Okay? Magkaiba yun. So, what are taxable and treaties? As a general rule, all income is taxable. But some income is exempt by law, treaty, or kahit na constitution man. Okay? Naglet. Wala ko ng water. Tax treaties apply when income involves another country. Kapag may kasama natin ibang bansa, yun yung tax treaties natin. They prevent double taxation, meaning you are not taxed twice on the same income. So, ibig sabihin, maglalabas tong rule na to para hindi ka matax ng dalawang beses, na natax ka na through treaties tapos magkakaroon ka pa ng local tax. Final summary, tingnan nyo ha. The Philippines, okay, taxes income based on citizenship, residence, and source using the semi-global system. This is the foundation of income taxation and starting point of all computations. Yan yung dyan tayo magsisimula. Here's a clear, kumbaga kung titingnan nyo na mabuti, before we end, ito kasi alam ko last slide na natin to, before we end this chapter, the chapter 4, may lang naman kasi siya. Okay? Let us review yung kung ano man yung importante na natutunan natin ngayong araw na to. We started by understanding that income tax is a tax on earnings. Meaning, whenever a person earns income from salary, businesses, profession, or investments, or a portion, okay, of that income goes to the government. Okay? Basta kumita ka, may parte ang gobyerno doon. Okay? We learned that the Philippine income tax system follows a mix or semi-global approach. This means ordinary income like salary and business income is combined and taxed using graduated rates, while passive income like interest or capital gains is of course taxed separately. Next is, we also discussed that the Philippines can tax income based on three principles: citizenship, residence, and source. This means taxation depends on who you are and where your income comes from. Okay? Kung sino ka at kung saan galing yung income mo. Okay? Another key idea is that not all increases in wealth are taxable. Hindi lahat daw ng ikinayaman mo is taxable. Income becomes taxable only when three conditions are present. Okay? There is income or gain. Kumita ka or nag-gain ka. It is realized and received. Nag-materialize siya or natanggap mo siya. And it is not, of course, exempt by law. Kasi syempre may mga exemption tayo dyan. Okay? So most important formula to remember from this chapter is income plus realized plus not exempt equals taxable income. Lagi niyo tatandaan yung part lang na yon. Kasi yan yung magiging core natin. Kasi yan yung pag-aaralan natin pag nagko-compute na tayo eh. Kailangan, bago ka mag-compute, alam mo na taxable ba yun? 'Di ba? So ang formula natin, may kumita, okay, nagkaroon ng income, nagmaterialize siya or na-realize siya at hindi siya syempre exempt ng batas. Ibig sabihin, taxable yung income na yun. Okay? Understanding these concepts is very important because all income tax computations in the next chapters, yung mga susunod, will depend on these foundations. If you really understand what income is, when it is taxable, or who is taxed, then solving income tax problems become really much easier. So always remember, income tax begins with understanding the nature of the income. Dapat alam nyo muna saan nanggaling siya. Ano ba yung nature ng income na yun? Tataksan mo siya tapos hindi mo siya naiintindihan. Okay? Not memorizing yung mga formulas na yan kagad. Alam ko, parang overwhelming kapag pinag-uusapan na natin yung formulas ng mga taxes, etc. Yes, overwhelming. Even for me, it's overwhelming. Okay? Hindi siya biro. But, of course, pero kung naiintindihan natin kung saan siya nanggagaling, ano ba siya, 'di ba? Yung mga sources ng income, at saka yung formula natin, yung income plus na-realize ba siya tas hindi ba siya exempt, alam natin na taxable yung income na yon at saan na lang natin i-apply yung mga formula na yon. Okay? I hope mas naintindihan natin yung income tax yung mga basics, yung mga concepts ng income tax dito sa chapter na to. Kasi after this chapter, more or less, palagi na lang palagi na nating titignan yung mga formulas natin at medyo magko-compute na tayo. Okay? So that ends our discussion of chapter 4. Would there be any questions? Please raise it. Kung wala naman, that would end our lecture for today. Maraming salamat.